Greetings, brothers and sisters. What is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We are trusting, hoping, and believing that all is well with you. Guess what? Everything is well in the AES. The AES has decided we are no longer exporting cereals. No exports. Everything that we have belongs to our people. Everything that we have produced, farmed, harvested is ours. We are not giving it away to anybody else. So this is what is happening. First, with the challenges of food security, the Nigerian government has decided to take strong measures. In a formal statement, it announced a ban on exports of several cereals, including rice, millet, sorghum, cowpea, and corn. This decision, which aims to protect the domestic market and guarantee access of all to basic products at affordable prices, does not concern the member countries of the Alliance of Sahel states. Mali and Burkina Faso will thus be able to continue to import these cereals from Niger. To accompany this measure, the Nigerian government plans to put in place mechanisms to ensure fair remuneration for local producers. The National Council for the Safeguarding of the Fatherland has also called for strict enforcement of this ban, warning of severe penalties for offenders. This decision underlines the importance that Niger attaches to regional solidarity and the food security of its AES neighbors, while demonstrating its willingness to protect the interests of its own citizens. Oh my goodness. So Niger has had surplus, food is just plenty in Niger. You have your rice, you have your millet, you have your sorghum, you have your cowpeas and your corns. And they're like, you know what? We are not selling this outside of the AES. This food belongs to us and our fellow brothers and sisters in Mali and Burkina Faso. What a time to be alive. And this is what we've been talking about, you guys. We have been saying that if Africa could close up its doors from the rest of the world, Africa could survive. Look at the AES. They are closing. We are not selling to you guys and we are not buying from anybody because we have it. And we can be able to give out to our fellow brothers and sisters who don't have. So Niger decided that we are doing this, to protect our people from, food insecurity. And the reports that you see from foreign media, especially French media, when it comes to AES, it's negative. People are suffering, people are hungry, people are running away from their homes because of terrorists. It's just everything negative. But what we are seeing here from our own General Chiani is that Niger has food surplus. Niger wants to give out to the rest of the AES brothers and sisters. Niger is making sure that the farmers who grew this food are being compensated very, very much, to the standard that they have produced the food. They are not exploiting their farmers. They are not taking away from their farmers. They are appreciating them for farming and making sure that the country is food secure. And with that, they are now able to also secure, their fellow brothers and sisters and the rest of the AES. And Africa is rich. When you look at the soils in the AES, you guys, you wouldn't even think those guys could be able to produce anything. Fertile lands, fertile grounds. East Africa is known for its rich soils. Southern Africa also has rich soils, rich soils that can produce food for the rest of the world. But what we are seeing in these other countries in Africa is that people beg for food from China, Korea, Russia. They are being given, I don't know what, from the US. The UN is giving food. What do you call this nonsensical UN food? I don't know what. In countries where it rains, you have 2 rainy seasons in East Africa. You can grow food from January to December. You will still hear the UN is coming with this food and packages and food. What do they call them? I don't even know what they are called. Why? Because we have leaders who don't care about their people. These guys here are making sure that the country is food secure and they're making sure that they are protecting the rights and the efforts of their farmers. And they are also giving out to the rest that don't have, the rest in the AES that don't have. And I'm just glad I'm not seeing, wheat here. Because wheat is not part of our diet as the African people. I'm just glad to see that these are foods, millet, sorghum, cowpea, corn. This is the kind of, corn, we can leave out corn. But this is the kind of food that Africa has to go back to. These things grow even in the driest of the driest areas. And when they came, during the colonial times, they removed all our food. They removed the millets, the sorghums. They removed everything. They came with the corns and things that are useless for us, the wheat. When you go to West Africa, wheat is part of their diet. There's this small bread that you have to eat before you are served food. It's a French culture. It was taken to West Africa. It was taken to the AES countries, taken to Senegal, taken to all of these West African countries. And they had to adopt it. Now they find themselves having to grow wheat because it's part of their diet. When we have our millet, we have our sorghum, foods that grow without any reliance to rain, they grow, they make it even when it's dry. They will still grow and people will still be able to eat. Brothers and sisters, this is the model. We have been talking about this thing for months now. And we don't know when it will trickle down to the rest of the African countries. But our hope is that if African presidents cannot take it up, let us, the African people, take it up. Let us be food secure. Let us be the one to run these initiatives. We are being bombarded with genetically modified foods right now. Foods that don't even have seeds. Fruits don't have seeds. What kind of a fruit doesn't have a seed? God created fruits that can regrow, that can be replanted. Nowadays, you eat a watermelon, you can't plant it because there's no seed. Oranges don't have seeds. How do we regrow our food? It's a once-off, genetically modified. It's a business. Food has become a business. And if we do not take up this model of the AES, we will be doomed. A lot of diseases come. A lot of problems for our populations. People get sick from eating some of these foods that we don't even know where they come from. We have our sorghums, we have our millets, and these guys will be preserving everything. I don't want to dwell more on this. I am just glad that, wow, Apramanchani, you are the best, sir. We will continue to celebrate the AES because these guys continue to show us the way to go. We have no other model that will work perfectly for Africa if not for the AES model. And it's about time that the rest of us take it up. We just need to take it up. We just need to adopt it if we have to make Africa great again. Let me know, brothers and sisters, what you think in the comment section down below. If you would love to support us, please buy us coffee. We have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box down below. We also have Sahel hats going for $50. You can also buy those by clicking on the link down below. That's where you can be able to purchase. Also WhatsApp us or Telegram us with the number on the screen. Also support us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing on the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.